Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 7th to the 16th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. So when these cards stick, when I'm shuffling, stick to my hands, that's when I know Spirit wants those ones to come out. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which I love because it's our angels untangling so much. And then we have the Empress, that we are pregnant with possibilities here. There's so much that we are bringing forward during this time. And that's going to be really empowering for us. And there's a real sense of turning inward. So if people were like, oh, you have to get out there more, you have to do this, you have to do that, know that that's kind of going to go against who we innately are during this time. This is going to be more about introspection. It's going to be more kind of like figuring it all out, putting the puzzle pieces together. That's where we're going to excel. We're going to need to be mindful not to get so caught up in the details that we can't see anything else, but we'll also have to be really embracing of this is what I want and this is the way that I need to move forward for me and not be distracted by everybody else. And there's especially going to be one person, and it can be for one person who's listening, where they're going to be like, oh, but you have to be doing this, and oh, you have to be going out and doing that. And it's like, no, that's not right. I know where I need to stand right now. And that's going to be very important to just really assert that, just even to ourselves. So let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. The King of Pentacles, this is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is an energy of, money, money, money. And this is really what's coming forward here. This is a person who sees things as being very interconnected, sees things as always going to be the bottom line, the bottom line, the bottom line. This person is going to psych us out. It's not saying that we don't see the bottom line. It's not saying that we don't understand what needs to be done. Yes, we do, most definitely. But there is something here where they're not being smart about what they're looking at. And yet they're thinking, oh, but I'm being so absolutely logical. So just be mindful of that. You're going to come up against a person that is like that. It's like, oh, you're not making your sales, it's because of XYZ. And we're going to have to sit there and say, no, it's not. Like, look at the bigger picture. That's going to be really important. So our chakra energy. This is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. And there's a real sense here of I'm stepping into the power of myself. I am radiant with that power that is me. So during this time, we have to trust our gut, because our gut is going to be playing such a powerful role in the way that we're moving forward and what we're going after. The Hermit is telling us turn inward, turn inward, turn inward, turn inward. The light, our dreams, they're going to be guiding our way. We could be getting a lot of messages from the spirit world through our dreams. So it's kind of like how we wake up in the morning, or if we're taking a nap, how we wake up and what that energy is around us. Spirit is telling us something. Spirit is preparing us for something. Our angels are untangling so many of the messes we've gotten ourselves in just by living, just by simply existing. And so here, a lot that has been holding us back before is going to be released. It's going to be untangled. And then the Empress, we we have these ideas, we're really giving birth to something that is powerful, that is creative, that is innovative for us. And this is going to be a time where we have to trust the creative process. We have to trust the release, the letting go, and the empowerment of ourselves as an individual. So let's go deeper. Okay, for somebody here, it's coming up very distinctly. Like you thought this person would kind of be like a mother-like figure, or we had a mother-like figure or a mother figure in our lives that was supposed to nurture us forward, and they didn't. Like they told us that we couldn't instead of that we could. This is a time where we're going to be proving that person wrong. So that's a very specific message for a very specific person. Just be aware of that during this time. And we're going to be the ones to now nurture those dreams and really help foster that, not only in ourselves, but we can find that we start to really nurture that in other people as well. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Moon, which is Pisces energy, the Knight of Swords, which is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. There's a real sense here of something from the past coming forward, and that could very well be that mother energy, that kind of maternal energy that didn't nurture us coming forward, or that maternal energy that did nurture us. It could be for somebody here, it's kind of like we're living up to those expectations that were set into us now. Spirit is showing two very different but very intense ways forward. So just know whichever one resonates for you, that's the one Spirit is bringing forward. The past is coming forward. Spirit is saying here, don't dwell in the past, don't live in the past. It will be very easy to kind of fall into it. Don't do that, because we're going to find that there is such a clarity of heart, there's such a healing of heart moving us forward, that if we take the past and we're only in the past right now, we're going to miss a lot of the gifts that are coming our way, but we're going to miss the lightness of heart, the inspiration of Spirit, the insight, the ideas that guide us forward. There's a real sense here also where we need to take our time. There is going to be an energy around us, especially a person around us who's like, go faster, go faster, go faster, move, move, move. And we have to kind of step back and say, you know what? I'm not going to put out shoddy work just because you want me to move faster. I'm not going to, compromise what's happening just because of XYZ. So it's not being unrealistic. Okay, it's not saying that we need forever and we can only work on this one thing, but it is also saying quality matters. And then there's also this energy coming forward for us also of determination, insight, skill, a real sense of leadership when it comes to ourselves, but also a real keenness of mind and intensity of ideas. So just being aware of that and really seeing where that takes us. Really following because it's like little breadcrumbs are being laid out, and I just see this little bird, kind of pecking at the breadcrumbs, finding the birdhouse. That's it, finding the birdhouse. So I don't know if that resonates with someone, like if you look out your window and you watch a bird that eats from the bird feeder, type of thing. But there is this energy here of like, I'm following the breadcrumbs because I'm getting to the bigger reward. So even just jotting down ideas that come into our mind, or looking at things in a different way. If something says, oh, look at that, like inside of our heads, make sure that we look at it. Make sure that we are acknowledging that intuition, because it really is going to be leading us far. There is a sense also of a lot of fears coming forward. There is a sense of something that is hidden really coming forward during this time. And we're going to see that what we had feared, what had been overwhelming for us, now it's starting to be like, oh, but I can do that. Like, oh, I can move forward that way. Oh, I don't worry, I got this type of thing. But it's within the shadows. It's like, first we have to work up that courage to face that fear, to look at that thing in a different way, to not be denied, held back, or discouraged again. And that leads us really to a place of prosperity, to a place of success, to a place of bounty. The 10 of Pentacles is a completion of a cycle when it comes to our finances, when it comes to what we want, when it comes to what we desire, when it comes to really what we need. And that's going to be a game changer for us. It's like, this is the wealth, this is where I need to be, and this is how I'm moving forward, period. End of discussion. But it's money, or something we value as much as money, coming to the table at this time. So we have the 7 of Wands, we have the 7 of Cups, And we have the Death card. Scorpio, that's us. The repeat of the number 7 is here to say like a lot of wisdom is coming forward. We're also going to be very drawn to the spiritual aspect of things. So that's going to be very important for us to acknowledge and to understand. Also that it's going to be really annoying because people are going to call us out, meaning that if we say even like the littlest of untruths, right? It doesn't even have to really be a lie. It's just like we didn't remember it right, or we said something, and there's going to be somebody in particular, this one person who's always calling us out, calling us out, calling us out, and they're going to be the biggest liar ever. So just be mindful of this, okay, during this time. The 7 of Wands, and this is where the energy of I'm standing my ground, I'm kind of on fight or flight mode here. Actually, I'm on fight mode here. We have to be mindful of this, especially against this one person, because during this time with the repeat of the number 7, we can be seen as a bully. We're not a bully. We have to keep a very calm head, a very leveled way of seeing things or saying things during this time, because this person can make us seem like the bully. We're really, they're the aggressors, and we're just standing our ground and knowing what it is that we desire. So be very, very mindful of things being manipulated. With the 7 of Cups, we're moving towards our dreams. We're also not going to let anybody push us around because we know what we want. We know what our dreams are. We're really starting to embrace them and understand them and be empowered by them. It moves us to the essence of ourselves. And the essence of ourselves is the Death card. The essence of ourselves is transformation. It's innovation, it's instinct, it's ideas, and it's really opening up that door, really opening up our mind. We're not going to do things, and we never do things in the most conventional way. What we're going to find here is that there's an innovation that is moving us forward. There's a brilliance that is guiding us. We have to take hold of that. It moves us then to go even deeper. Okay. And we have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. This is where we have to be mindful. We have to be mindful of the 8 of Swords. We have to be mindful of getting in our own heads, psyching ourselves out, being overwhelmed, really sitting there and just like going over it and going over it and going over it and never seeing anything new. Also, a lot of doubts, a lot of fears coming at us. This is anxiety. This can be depression. This can be just insecurities coming forward. And again, because we have somebody who's calling us out every 5 seconds, we have to be aware that we don't let them get in our heads and we don't let them mess us up, because that's what they want. They want you to falter, because if you falter on your own, it's kind of like my mom would say, que pecado, right? Like, oh, too bad for you. But if you don't falter, you're going to make them look bad. And that's something, like, they're super insecure. That's something that you have to be aware of with them, that you will make them look bad, and then, or you're making them look bad because you are proficient, and that's something that they're trying to break down. They can't make you not do your job well. They can't make you not successful, but they can make you get in your own head and then kind of crumble. So just be aware of that. You're also taking all your knowledge, all your understanding, you're moving forward with it. It's like we're not staying in the same place. So when this person is still, stuck in their little, hidey hole type of thing, we're really moving forward onto newer and better things. And that's going to be very empowering for us. It's also going to be very inspiring for us. So that's going to be very important for us during this time. Our subconscious energy to be aware of is the Death card. We get in our own heads. We have to be mindful of ourselves during this time, because again, we're represented by the Death card in the major arcana. So getting in our own heads, getting in our own way, that is something that we have to be really aware of here, Scorpio. It then moves us to soul's healing. This is the soul star chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. We're healing, we're connecting, we are understanding ourselves more, but we're also feeling more empowered within our own skins. We then have judgment. Our angels are calling to us. Our angels are untangling the mess of life, the mess of simple existence. And now our angels are also calling us to so much more. They're empowering us, they're raising us up. So our angels are really intertwined with us during this time, which is beautiful. It moves us to the Fool. Being able to take that leap of faith, being able to jump forward, being able to go after what it is that we want is so important to us. We're going to think, oh my gosh, I'm foolish. Oh my gosh, people are going to laugh. Oh my gosh, what if I fail? Well, what if you do? So what? We get back up. We keep on going. There's a million ways to fall before that one success, and we only need that one success. Remember also, every single hero's journey begins with that person being a fool. And that is something that we just, really need to own during this time, for us to be able to jump forward, to be able to go after what we want. It brings us then to the Empress. That Empress again, that creativity, that creation here, it's having it within us, it's having it grow within us, and here it is birthing it forward. It's having it come to life, nourishing it, having it grow, seeing how we become, what we are embracing, and how we embrace it. This is going to be a time of development, and this is going to be a time of ideas coming forward. It's going to be an exciting time. Is it going to be an exhausting time? Yeah. Think of, being a parent, it's or a new parent, it's an exciting time, of course, but it's also beyond exhausting. So here it's that energy coming forward that it is wonderful, but it is overwhelming. So be aware, but also do not doubt yourself. Don't do it. Then we have the Hangman. We're just seeing everything differently. And as we're seeing things differently, we're seeing ourselves differently, we're embracing our power differently, and now we're moving forward because of that. But there's a real change in perspective going on here, and we're going to find that empowering. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this time, but also of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio.